Just beautiful. Alright. So, it looks like we're working, first off. Second off, I just got back from the local Hawaii Warhammer swap meet. A guy named Avery tends to do one of these every year at his house. And people from all over the island come and put stuff up for sale and trade things, and it's pretty awesome, right? Like, you know, if you're looking for bits and bobs for your army, you get some really good deals, right? Like, basically everything I got, short of this bag, was basically like 50% off at least. So some of this was cheaper than that. So that's pretty awesome. But I just want to go over it, you know, show off what I got and stuff. Yeah, just kind of talk about it all, you know, like what my plans are for the bits and bobs and stuff. So, pretty cool. Alrighty, so first off, we're going to go over the random fucking shit I didn't buy. I have no idea what the fuck these things are. These are... Sorry, desk is a mess. So there's some kind of little skanky anime girls, it looks like. The guy said they're from some game from like 2016 or something. But he had like a whole box of them, and he's like, take these because I'm not taking them home. So I figured, at the very least, they'd be interesting to open, right? Even if it's like, you know, I don't really want them. It'd still be interesting to open. So what do we got? We got some kind of little anime cat girl. It's so hard to see with the bag. Let's take the bag off of it. Just got a little base. It's like a slit in the base. Just got like weird little like peg feet. I don't know. It's really weird. Big freaking nubs on it. You can see her butt. It's kind of skanky. Yeah, I don't know. Some kind of like skanky cat girl thing. I don't know. And she's got some kind of card. Her name is apparently Nian Nian. That's a lot of stats to put on a card. That is a lot of stats to put on a card. Is there more than one card? Or is it just one big thick card? I don't know. Let's see. It's apparently a bunch of different cards. Okay, sure. Well, definitely a weird thing. Gotta be super honest, it's probably gonna go in a box and never be seen again. Really gotta get a new razor knife, tell you what. Alright, let's go this one. This one's like some kind of succubus thing. She's got some cards too. I'll be super honest, I just don't care enough to even open the cards. I don't care. I don't care enough to even open them. Little Ziploc. We'll save the little Ziploc. And then we have this atrociously pink thing. Wow, the quality on these is not good. Thing's all bent and like deformed and stuff. No wonder whatever this game was is not around anymore. I'll just check her shit in this one. Yeah, because these things kind of suck. The quality is really, really not good. But yeah, it's just some random shit some guy at the event was giving out, so why not? Figure worst case, they'd be interesting to open. Were they interesting to open? Not really. They're a lot lower quality than I was expecting. Alright, so they suck. Let's move on to actually good stuff. Namely, these mama jamas right here. Oh, yeah. So, what the hell is this? This is 3 of the same sprue. This is a set of the Corpse Grinder cult for Necromunda. So this is 3 guys, I believe, and 1 acolyte. These are awesome minis, just phenomenal. Really, really cool. Lots of neat options for like different kinds of chainsaws. Lots of cool different heads and spikes and trophies and just awesome stuff. Like, so cool. I fucking love the Corpse Grinder cult. And a guy was getting rid of 3 of the sprues. So I was like, don't mind if I do. But yeah, so there are 3 identical sprues. The really big benefit to these is just like kit bash potential, right? Like just tons and tons of kit bash potential with these guys. And having just the extra sprues is really good for that, right? Like when a guy basically costs you like $1 a piece, you don't really mind like trying to splice them apart the same way you do when they're like $5 a piece, like when you get them from retail sort of thing, you know? But they're really cool. I love these. These are probably one of the best finds that I got, which is pretty cool. So, they're fantastic. 10 out of 10. Corpse Grinder call for life. Next, is this little bag. Now, I don't really like to buy pre-built stuff and all, but kind of felt like I should have bought something from this guy. He was the one giving stuff away and stuff like that, so I picked these up. This is the real star of this purchase right here. This is a Korgorath. It is not well painted. It's, yeah, gonna get stripped really hard. But this is a Korgorath. These are really fucking obnoxious to get. Pretty much the only way to get these is from the Start Collecting kit. That is the only way to get Korgoraths. And they're cool monsters, right? They're even cooler when you give them a different head, right? So I picked this guy up because I thought he'd be really, really fun, like a really fun kit bash project, right? Like work another head in there and get some like maybe some extra arms and bits and bones and all kinds of stuff, right? I thought he would just be a really, really fun like corn themed kit bash project. Last year when I didn't get my promotion, my husband took me shopping, which was really nice of him. Oh, look, they put little magnets on the bottom. Oh, that doesn't really seem very strong. But yeah, my husband took me out shopping. And one of the things I found was actually the original starter box for Age of Sigmar. So I picked it up. So I have some corn guys to build to go with this. This one I'm going to kit bash to hell, which I thought would just be really fun. Got a little project to do. And in that box there's also some like just generic corn guys. So I think these are just blood zerkers or something. I don't know. Blood and berserkers are pretty good guess for corn, to be honest. But they're pretty generic. They're not super well built. Whoever built them didn't do a really amazing job, but they're okay. And then there's this guy here who really likes his ball and chain, apparently. He must be some kind of HQ or something. I don't know. Kind of cool. Kind of neat dude. And there was one demon in here that I just don't care about. This demon doesn't matter. But I thought they were cool. Korgorath is sort of the big star there. And just the potential of making him a really fun, like, kit bash project, you know? Thought that would be really cool. Yeah, these swap meets are really fun. They're a really good time. Just, you know, take a couple bucks and pick up something weird you probably wouldn't have bought anyway, you know? Like, I wouldn't have bought an extra Korgorath, but no, I got one, so that's kind of cool, you know? Now I can do some weird kit-bash shit with him. But it's also kind of neat, because, like, you know, look at this poor Korgorath, right? Like, look at him all shittily painted. Like, you know, it's kind of sad, right? Like he's living in this bag with no potential future, you know? But, you know, I can give him a future, right? I can cut pieces off him and turn him into, like, some crazy monster, you know? I can, you know, do all kinds of different stuff, right? I can make something really, really awesome out of him. You know, and like give this model some love, because it's a cool model, you know? It deserves some coolness, and I can do that. So, you know. Swap meets they're fun, but in that same vein, they're like fireworks, I guess, right? Like, fireworks are a lot of fun, right? Because, like, you know, the rocket goes up and explodes, and it's like, oh, that's cool, you know? But there's also, like, that tinge of sadness to that, because, like, it's over, you know what I mean? Swap meets are kind of like that, because, like, you know, a lot of these things are sort of like, you know, someone had a plan for these, right? Like, these models right here, right? You know, somebody had a plan for these models, right? They had love and a future and, like, this idea for them, right? And it never came to fruition, right? Not even years later or anything, right? It just never came to be, right? So they just have lived on this brew forever, you know? And I have models this has happened to, 100%, right? I've got 1,000 Suns bottles, right? That I just never connected with. You know, so it happens, right? Like, it just does. But, you know, it's also kind of sad, right? Like, you know, but swap meets are nice, because they let, you know, models like this, right? Like, these guys that are, you know, they would have never gotten off that sprue, right? Or, like, this Korgorath, right? Right? Like, this guy was doomed to be shittily painted and live in a bag forever, right? But now he can be a kit bash project, you know? And that's cool. He was going to live in the bag forever. Now I'm going to cut him apart. No, that's not what I mean. Alright. What do I have here? I've got 10 Chaos Space Marines. This is an awesome sprue. These are largely monopose. But these are the ones from the previous Start Collecting. Or from the Imperium Premium Kit 1. They came from that. I believe that's actually what this sprue is from, given the other items the guy had. That's what I'm assuming this is from. He clipped out and it built the Possessed, so that's what's missing from here. But 10 Chaos Space Marines, again, these are really nice kit bash fodder. And really, Chaos Space Marines are a really fun project. Because if you get 10 of them like this, right, like that's 10 different color schemes you can do. You know, and these guys ended up being like $1 a model or something, right, for what I paid for it. Or like they were like $1.50 or something. So that's really cool. You know what I mean? I don't remember. I either paid $10 or $20 for this. I don't remember. They're either $1 or $2. Either way, $2 for a Space Marine is hella good cost. But yeah, you know, there's lots of neat bits and bobs on here. Lots of cool heads and backpacks and, you know, all kinds of cool kit bash stuff that you can do with these, right? So that's why I picked this up. This is just another little kit bash project. In the future, this is just some bits for me to have if I ever want to make some custom Space Marines. Alright, moving on to the actually plastic wrap stuff, because I actually got some plastic wrap stuff. So this You know what? This guy's the star. This guy's the star for me. So he's gonna be last. We're gonna save him for last. We're gonna do these. Chaos Havocs. Again, more Chaos Space Marines. I actually don't have any Havocs. And this guy was selling them for half price. So I was like, sure. I'll take a box of Havocs for half price. Half price Havocs. So, Havocs are like heavy weapon Chaos Space Marines. I actually don't have these, so I thought they'd be pretty cool. There's a las cannon, there's a rocket launcher, you can have a melted gun, or a flamer, a big autocannon, or a chainsword, or a heavy bolter. Yeah, see, there's all kinds of cool stuff in here. I thought even if I don't use them for 40k, they would make really fun options for maybe like Stargrave or something for the bad guys. Alright, so let's see what we got. We got a big Gatling gun. That's cool as shit. Look at that. That's fucking awesome. This would have been cooler if like I cut this down and got rid of like that barrel section. And it was just like this really tight small Gatling gun. That'd be really cool. We got a heavy bolter. It's pretty cool. And we got the big autocannon. I like the big autocannons. It's neat. This one's a different model from the autocannon there. You can see they're different. So that's pretty cool too. So we got some options there. It's a cool robot arm. Beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop. Guess it reloads the guns and stuff. It's pretty rad. And what do we got here? We got las cannon. That's really cool. We got a big bazooka, also really cool. That the standard Chaos Space Marine sprue comes with a bazooka. That one's so much fucking cooler. We got a robot arm. We got a dude with a top knot. We have a flamer. We have a melta, a plasma, a maul, or a really vicious chainsword. Ooh, look at that. That's really cool. Look at that chainsword. 10 out of 10 chainsword there. And then what do we have here? Oh, interesting. We have more gun options. Okay. So we have another rocket launcher option, another heavy bolter option, another autocannon option, or another las cannon option. Interesting. We don't get another Reaper chain gun option though. It's kind of a shame. So you get 2 of everything except for the Gatling gun. Yeah, it's kind of a shame. It sucks you don't get 2 Gatling guns. They're cool though. Let's see. Havocs. So you get a boss Havoc guy and then 4 gunners. Alright. It's kind of a shame the boss guy can't just be another gunner. You're going to get more options than you have guys though, so that's pretty cool. So these are going to be, you know, there are going to be some options here to make other things, I guess. You know, like this autocannon here, that one doesn't connect to a backpack. So like that would be a good one to give to like one of these other Chaos Space Marines or something. Yeah, see? I guess it has tubes there, but I could clip those off really easy. I like that las cannon a lot. You got cool clawed feet too. I didn't even notice that. That's really cool. So yeah, this is just going to give me more options for the other Chaos Space Marines. Nice. That's awesome. Yeah, just more Chaos Space Marine options. I really like Chaos Space Marines. I think they're fun. Models are just cool, and you know, the way I paint them, I paint like a rainbow army, so I don't have one faction of Chaos Space Marines. They're all intended to go with Fabius Bile. So I have every faction of Chaos Space Marine, which is pretty cool. Alright, and then we've got Illuminor Zeraz. This, to me, is the king of the show to get as a model. I think he's really, really cool. One of the reasons I think he's really cool is he's a really cool Necron model, right? Like, very unique, very weird and alien and monstrous. And he's actually one of the models that doesn't come with Imperium. So since I'm getting a lot of Necron stuff from Imperium, I wanted to get one of these, right? But they're actually like sold out like everywhere on Island. So since someone had one, I was like mega hyped for it. I was like, yes, I want the Illuminor Zeraz. So it's really cool. The dude tried to sell me this for $20. I was like, that's a little unfair to you, my man. This guy normally sells for like $50. So I gave him 40. I was like, we'll call it done. Because I was like, that's too unfair for you. You know? I appreciate getting a deal, but that's a little too much, my man. You know? I'm very happy I have this model, and the dude bought this, you know? Or is probably in a trade or something, who knows, but... You know, should get something for it. I mean, it was still in fucking wrap. Like, look how cool that is. Big, giant Spider-Man sucking the guts out of this dude. Like, turning him to goo. That's so cool. So cool. The architect of biotransference. Illuminor Zeros. It's a pretty big base. It's a good Dreadnought base. Yeah, it's really cool. Super, super hyped for this guy. This guy is really the star for me. You know, partly because, you know, this guy doesn't come with Imperium, and I'm getting all my Necrons really from Imperium. So, it's really nice. And partly because it's just a really fucking cool model. Like, look at how, like, the gauntlet with, like, the big swirly on it. It's got all these little extra arms. See the little extra arms there? How cool is that? So cool. And he's, like, stabbing this dude and, like, literally sucking the, like, the juice out of him. You know? The guy kind of looks like a night pilot, to be honest. But super cool. A bunch of stats we don't care about. But yeah, look at that. The cool ass spear there. Got the big pointy legs, the gauntlet, nice back piece. There's his head. Oh, just so cool. All the rocks. There's all the bits being sucked out of the guy. That's the noise I imagine this spear makes. It makes like a, I don't know, like a straw noise, like a pumping noise, you know? And it sucks all the meat out of the people. It's so cool. But yeah, got this guy for cheaper too. But like I said, I couldn't, you know, I couldn't do the guy that wrong, you know, and get it for $20, so I got it for a little bit more than that, just because I couldn't do the dude that wrong. But super cool, still in packaging, really nice, it's an awesome model. So I got my Illuminor Zeros, I got my Havocs, I got my Chaos Space Marines, I got some bloody corpsey boys. Got whatever the fuck this garbage is. And I got Court of Wrath. And yeah, just pretty fun swap meet event overall, right? Like, some of this stuff I intended to eventually buy, right? Like, I eventually wanted a box of Havocs, and I wanted Illuminor Zeros, right? So that's really cool, right? And this stuff is just sort of like opportunity, right? Like opportunity for cool kit bashes, for bringing these models to life, to giving them some love, like, you know, making something cool out of them. That's the opportunity there. But that's it for my hobby haul from the Hawaii swap meet. Thanks to Amory for putting it on. And yeah, definitely gives me lots of cool potential kit bashes and projects and stuff in the future. And I get to build a Luminar Zeros tonight, which is super exciting. Looking forward to that. But yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to call it there. Thank you for watching. Hopefully it's neat to see the kind of stuff you can do, like when you engage with the like larger communities, right? Like I know Hawaii is not the only place in the world that has swap meets and stuff, right? Like I'm sure other places do too. Hello. You know, but I'm sure other places do too, right? Like, and that's pretty cool, right? Like, and getting to engage with the community like that is nice and, you know, cost beneficial, right? Like yeah, I don't really have, these are just kit bashing parts for me, right? But, you know, I was actually going to buy these models, like, right? Like, I was going to buy both of these. But, you know, you can never know what you find. You can get some cool stuff. But I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to call it there. Thank you for watching. And if your local area ever has a swap meet, go check it out, because it's fun stuff. Alright, so thank you for watching, and keep on keeping on.